Hey, what is up you guys, it is the Shadow Pegasus here, and today, I know I've made a video on this before, but this is more of a rant, not a actual video where I'm just talking about it and all of that good stuff. So, if you don't know already, so today I am doing more of a rant than anything else, and I even have clips to show you guys, so thanks to my editing, you will see these, hopefully, if I can re-download it, and all of that good stuff. So I want to talk about homophobia. I know I made a video on this before, but I hope you guys enjoy this one as well, because this is a very personal issue for me, because, like, being gay myself and all of that lot, it's very important to me that everyone around me accepts me, and if they don't, then I pretty much remove them from my entire life, because like, I don't have time for that. These first three things I have to show you are actually quotes from celebrities talking about homophobia and stuff. And the first one is from Pharrell Williams, and it reads, "I condemn hate speech of any kind. There is no room in this world for any kind of prejudice. My greatest hope is for inclusion and love for all humanity in 2017 and beyond." Now, this quote is so good, and I can't get over how lit it is. I love Pharrell for this general reason, because he is so accepting of all manners of life and all kinds of people, no matter who they are, if they're gay, lesbian, bisexual, transsexual, pansexual, all of the sexuals. And this quote really, it kind of, I want to say inspires me, but I don't think that's the right word to use. But this quote is amazing, and I completely love it. And this next one is by a celebrity who is an actress, I believe, called Janelle Monáe. I think that's how you pronounce it. I do apologize if I haven't pronounced it right. And it reads, "I will rejoice when folks stop thinking they are God, Jesus' assistant, picking and choosing what sins are acceptable in the Bible, and using the Bible as a whip. We can't afford any more tearing down of our shared humanity. My advice, if your religion is causing you to spew out words of hate, judge, or look down on others because of who one loves, then you need to change it, and fast. If religion doesn't make who you are a more loving or better person, ditch it." Now, these quotes are amazing. I absolutely love these, and but this quote is amazing. I love it. It is by far one of my favorite quotes in the entire world. Now, Janelle, I'm sorry if I get that wrong again. I love her advice in the fact that, like, if it doesn't make you a more loving person and accept people for who they are, then you shouldn't follow that religion, because this world would be 10 times a more better place if people would accept others. Now, I'm sure you guys are aware, because I think I talked about this in my last video, but this guy in Gay Pride was preaching against gays and lesbians and all of that stuff, and it triggered a lot of people, especially this young black woman who basically preached against him right next to him, and that was so amazing. And the fact that there are so many people, like I learned, that accept people like me and some of my friends, I think it's incredible, and I think more people should be like this, even if, like, their son is gay or whatever. Like, people should be a lot more accepting of people's, like, opinions about themselves. Now, I have this friend who really doesn't think of herself as, don't know how you'd say it, but like she doesn't think highly of herself, and she surrounds herself with people who put her down all the time, and she doesn't do anything about it. and it really puts it down. And I think if people are more accepting and like people for who they are, and people surround themselves in people that like them for that reason, and not because they're like popular or whatever. I think if people accept people more often, then this world could be a much better place. And I know there will always be contrasting opinions, and there's always going to be quite a few people who disagree with being gay and think it's a sin and all that crap, and people think that people are doing it just to fit in because it's apparently edgy at this point. I think it's completely ridiculous, and it shouldn't be something that, in my opinion, is very... I don't know how you'd put it. I don't think it's very... I don't know the word for it, but like when people don't accept people for who they are and what they're going through, and they just ignore them completely, it makes the world seem horrible, and it's not. This world is amazing, and it's beautiful, and it's just completely incredible. Like the sights you see, like stuff over in Australia and all that lot. Like, I get people think like, oh, God made this world, God made people, so marriage is between man and woman, and that people shouldn't have gay marriage and all that crap. But like, it just makes the world seem a bit shit. And it can be. I completely understand that it can be. It can be completely horrible, and it can turn people like angry, and it can like mess people up. But if you find someone who is gay or lesbian or whatever, just accept them for who they are, because they don't deserve all of the hate that most people are giving them. And it's completely ridiculous that it's a thing now, and it's just horrible that people think that this is acceptable, and it's really not. This is going to be a long ass video because I have like 3 clips to show you guys, and some of them are very long. Now this first clip that I'm going to show you is on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and it's her reacting to this pastor who basically shoves hate towards her. But this first one is her responding to an anti-gay pastor. And this is just incredible, so I will see you after the clip.
You know, I've told you this before. I don't usually read anything about myself. I don't look at the tabloids or the internet unless it's about me being pregnant, and then how else would I know? You gotta find out. But I heard there was an article written about me, and I would like to address it right now. It's a pastor who wrote an article for the Christian Post where he accuses Hollywood of having a gay agenda, and said that Ellen DeGeneres celebrates her lesbianism and marriage in between appearances of guests like Taylor Swift to attract young girls. Okay, let's just break this down. First of all, I'm not married. I'm married. That's all. And Larry, I don't even know what it means to celebrate my lesbianism. I mean, well, I guess I do. It's like that. It's there. So in the article, the pastor criticizes a lot of TV shows for promoting gay agendas. He says that Glee has over 5 characters. Modern Family had a gay wedding. Anderson Cooper boasts about his homosexuality. If you ask me, Larry's watching a lot of gay TV. His solution is for parents to encourage their kids to watch classic TV shows like Little House on the Prairie and I Love Lucy. It's not like I Love Lucy is a great example for kids. She's shoving all that chocolate in her mouth. That's not good for kids. And then I did some research. If you don't think Lucy and Ethel had something going on, explain this picture right here. What's going on? I mean, that's not gay. That's all us gays do, is we get a garbage can lid. Larry, the only way I'm trying to influence people is to be more kind and compassionate with one another. That is the message that I'm sending out. I don't have an agenda.
Now, I loved that video because I just think Ellen DeGeneres is amazing. She's my queen. She is completely awesome, and I can't get over how, like, just inspirational she is. And that's... I just love her so much because she handles things extremely well, and even, like, from the quotes I was talking about before, basically she de-invited this woman from going on her show because she was doing all this, like, anti-gay things, and I think she handled it amazingly. Like, she didn't spew hate. She's just amazing. She's an amazing person, and I love her for that. Now, this second clip that I want to show you is about these two men who are partners in Spain, I think, because they are speaking Spanish in this video. But it's about how people react to this letter that is made for them, and it basically talks about if they do any gay stuff, like he'll punch them and all that crap. And the way these people react are absolutely incredible. They say go to the police, get him arrested, or that, like, all of that, because there is seriously not any room in this world for hate like that. And I just think it's just incredible. So please enjoy the clip, and I will see you afterwards.
I have accepted your reservation because I haven't seen your photo, with your couple photo. But as soon as I know that I can.
But I expect that you guys don't want to. I hope that you guys don't want to have sex in the house of the fuck gay.
You can do whatever you want, but if I see you touch one each other, kissing each other, or doing any pussy stuff around me in the hostel, I will fucking punch your face.
Why would he punch my face? He doesn't even know me.
O saco a hostias. You go with this to the police.
Yeah.
And they can close his business.
They
can close his business. I go to this direction with the police.
So this is disgusting.
Literally homophobic.
Why would someone say something like that?
Because he's an asshole.
If you take this, okay, and you go to the police, maybe this boy will go to the jail.
Vamos a la policía y la policía les va a confirmar que les estamos diciendo esto.
No, we can go there if you want and say, listen, if you're not happy with the situation.
Because here in Spain, you can't say this
You
of
think
the
that's...
homosexual, of the lesbian people.
Really a bad man.
This guy is an animal.
It's super weird, no?
Yo iría a la policía.
The police number is 112.
112. Now, that video is absolutely incredible. The way the people react to the letter or guide person. I can't quite remember what happens in the video, but all I know is that at the end, the way these people react are absolutely incredible. It is amazing. They're all like, oh, you should go to the police. You should get this man arrested because he spews so much hate on these two gay guys. And I love it. I think it's an amazing video, and I hope you guys find it incredible too, because I just love this video so much, and I think it's amazing how many people actually accept people for who they are, not like what they do. And this next clip, I'm gonna go like straight to the next clip on this one because I don't want the video to be too long, and these clips are quite long. But this next one is about this little girl, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys have probably seen this because the way she reacts to this man who is a complete homophobe, like completely. This little girl who's like a first grader in America, she stands there holding a flag up to this guy. She's standing there and she's just holding this gay rainbow flag.
Filled with His love, that you can live a life that's filled with His redeeming power. You would have somebody to look after you and to love you and get you through your life. Jesus Christ would give you that. This world will not give you that. This world will give you heartache. This world will give you divorce. This world will give you pain. But Jesus Christ comes to redeem people from this.
Now, if a little girl who's like 12 or something like that can accept people for who they are, then why can't this like 30-year-old man? I know people are like, oh, it's like religion and all that stuff, but even people who are religious accept people for who they are. And even religious people like are gay themselves. Like in this video where I got the quotes from at the beginning, there was this lesbian in there, and she was a Christian and reads the Bible and finds so much peace and tranquility and all that stuff from it. Now, if we can get more people to feel like that, because gay people aren't aliens, we're not from out of space. We are humans. We are the same as you. Like, we're all the same. And the fact that this little girl who probably hasn't even gone to school yet can accept people for who they are is absolutely just incredible. I love it. This video is like the best one I could ever find in my life, apart from a few coming out videos from YouTubers like Amanda's Chronicles or Miles Chronicles now, I believe. Like stuff like Miles Chronicles, who basically uses humor to get his point across, and he is amazing. I love him so much. He's like, I find it incredible that so many people are now accepting like gays and lesbians and all of that, and I've used that term so much in this video. But it's true. Like, even it's just, I find it amazing how many people can actually accept people for who they are and not who they love. And see, this is the point I'm trying to make to you guys. People love who they want to love, and you can't change that. It's not a lifestyle. It's not something that people choose, and like, no one can change that. And the fact that people try to, and they're like, oh, you're not gay, you're just trying to fit in, and it's like, no, they're not. It's ridiculous that people find it that way, and it shouldn't be like that. People should be able to love who they want to love, and this world just needs to be like a lot more accepting about just life in general and how people are. And again, I'm going straight to the next clip. This next one is about this, I think he's a politician who basically tweets 10,000 tons of anti-gay remarks and anti-transgender stuff. And this reporter basically prints off his tweets and confronts him about it face to face. And the way he tries to, like, completely, I don't know how to say it, like, completely blank this woman is ridiculous. He claims he never posted that, he never said this, when it's on his Twitter. She printed off the pages. It's right there in front of him, and it clearly has his Twitter tag on the top. And he just completely ignores her for the ending of it. Now, watch this clip, and I will see you afterwards.
A Toronto school trustee with some questionable social media activity in the past was lost for words when a reporter came up and showed him some of the things he had tweeted about and tried to get him to answer for those things. Now, his name is Sam Soteropoulos. As I said, he's a school trustee up in Toronto, so understand this is going on in Canada. And he had said some questionable things. And so we're going to show you the tweets, and then we're going to show you him being confronted by the reporter. The first tweet that we want to talk about is this one. You're seeing it right now. Toronto Worldwide Parade 2014, freak show with politicians. In case you missed it, warning, nudity. And so the reporter comes up and has him answer for that tweet. Let's see if he will own up to it.
So you also referred to Pride Week Parade as a freak show. Why is that?
I never referred to Pride Parade as a freak show.
Toronto World Pride Parade 2014.
I think
Freak
we're off
show
topic
with
here,
politicians.
Christine, with
It's
all due
another
respect.
one of your tweets. Freak show with politicians.
I never said it was a freak show.
This is a direct quote from your tweet. Freak show with politicians.
I was under the assumption that we were doing an interview on the most recent tweet around transgenderism.
Do you not stand behind every tweet you send out?
I do, as a matter of fact, but I don't
So why are
recall
you
that
concerned
particular
about?
tweet.
Why are you concerned about talking about this one then?
I'm not concerned about talking about it. The simple fact is that the country's laws against public nudity are being openly flouted in that one parade. And that is an exception that is being made only for that one parade. And the Toronto District School Board is violating its own code of conduct in participating in an event in which the laws of the country are being broken. Simple.
So it's a freak show?
I did not state that.
Again, I'm quoting from your tweet.
I'll have to go back and look over my tweets, but I don't recall that particular one.
So from your most recent tweet about transgendered, you don't believe it, are you saying that people who identify as transgendered are mentally ill?
I'm saying that many parents have come forward to me and they believe that they send their kids to school to study the basics, reading, writing, mathematics. And to have confusing notions of identity introduced to children in kindergarten through elementary school is really something that they feel should be discussed at home.
You didn't answer my question. I asked if you're saying that people who identify as transgendered are mentally ill.
That's not the tweet that I tweeted. I tweeted that I reserve the right to form an opinion on this once I've examined and looked at all the scientific evidence.
But the tweet says, until I see scientific proof that transgenderism exists and is not simply a mental illness, I reserve the right not to believe it.
Reserving the right to an opinion is not necessarily exercising that opinion.
No.
One of the most divisive influences in Canada today is homosexism. Its disseminators are maliciously rabid. That is also one of your tweets. That's also one of your tweets. Care to elaborate? Do you have no interest in elaborating so we can clarify what you're saying in these tweets? We can stand here all day. Why wouldn't you want to, if this is your belief, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to clarify it for people and stand behind it.
Because you're asking me questions that was not, you asked for an interview under the transgender issue. And I stated my answers to you. And at this point, you're going into matters that I don't care to discuss at this point.
These are your tweets.
Yes, they are.
They represent your views.
Yes, they do.
So why don't you want to discuss them? But you're saying, unless it exists and not simply a mental illness, nothing.
I'm done.
Now, this video is just strange to me because he completely ignores what he said on Twitter, even though everyone's seen it and everyone knows about it, and it's just completely ridiculous that he does this. Now, basically, guys, the message I'm trying to send to you is be more accepting of the people around you and who they love, because it's not a lifestyle, it's not a choice, it's what people feel. And me, myself, liking guys more than girls, I mean, I'm still friends with girls. I still like girls, just not sexually. No one's gonna change that. No one's gonna be like, no, you're straight. Like, you're sinning. And it's like, go away. When does it ever say in the Bible, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it says this, and it's like, obviously against gays and all that shit. Jesus said in the Bible, love thy neighbor. Your neighbours can be boys, they can be girls, they can be pansexuals, they can be transgender. Jesus basically teaches to accept everyone for who they are, and yet somehow a lot of religions have said that Jesus preaches against it. This is apparently a thing, and it's completely ridiculous. He says, love thy neighbour. How people get, like, oh, Jesus obviously preaches against gays, he hates the gays, like God hates fags. Go home. Literally leave the earth and blow up in space. It is so ridiculous that so many people are like, oh, I like hate gays, God hates gays, you're sinning, all of that crap. No, go away, die. It is so dumb that there are so many people in the world who are homophobic, they hate the gays, all of that crap. And yet, Jesus never preaches against it. He never says, oh, a man can't love a man. I know it says, like, in the Bible that it's supposed to be between man and woman. It's 2017, bruh. Get over it. And again, I know that there's always going to be that point where people, that, like, people will disagree with it, with, like, people's views and stuff, but so many people are 10 times as more accepting, and it's not a sin. It's completely ridiculous that people think it's a sin. And come on, guys. Like, love each other. No matter who they are. Like, no matter what they like. Just accept them for who they are. Because you're never going to be able to change it. So what's the point in trying to change it when you can't? Because it's not a lifestyle. It's not a choice. And it's completely ridiculous that people find it like that. Anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video and my editing skills that are completely shite, and you probably won't even be able to see the clips because I might not even be able to upload this. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. But yeah, the fact that people find it completely unacceptable, and I find it unacceptable that people find being gay unacceptable and that it's a sin and all of that shit. Because there are so many Christians and Catholics and Muslims who accept people for who they are. I even have a Muslim friend who accepts me for who I am. Like, it's not any different because I'm gay. Like, I'm still me. I'm just gay. So, what's the thinking? Because if you guys can tell me, please do. And please like this video and share it on Facebook and Twitter and all of that stuff, because it really helps me to get to a wider audience and spread the love. And go away. No one likes you. My Xbox is on. But yeah, like, just, guys, if you can, just try and be more accepting of other people and their views, because, yeah, basically, I find it stupid that people can't accept people for who they are. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and again, please share it and like it and all of that good shit, and tell your friends about it if any of your friends feel the same way as me and might relate to this video. And yeah. Adios, my fellow Pixie.